Well, Supergirl's quite a hot mess. Far worse than I thought when we did the trailer review, which I wasn't impressed by. And yeah, what the hell, James? I liked Superman not being uber not powered, and but it's just James Gunn being James Gunn, and it doesn't work for a character like Supergirl. From the movie in the 80s, she acted like she was a fish out of water, but she was kind of more in touch with her Kryptonianisms, I guess. I don't know quite, But so the actress has said some shit that is just like, really? You're going to pull a Rachel Zegler? Really? Because that works so well for her. And you're playing another iconic character, whether, it's not my jam, but a lot of people like Supergirl, Superwoman, whatever. I think they like Power Girl a little better because she's got the bigger, set of tits on her. But, what was it somebody was saying about the skirts? And all I remember is in school, my economics teacher, who was a cop in LA, formerly a cop in LA, he said, with a skirt, it's long enough to cover the subject, but short enough to keep it interesting. And quite correct. And my sister, who's not in these circles of comic book movies and stuff like this and TV shows and blah, 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 and da-da-da-da, she just kind of had a short little rant about why did they pick some gal, in quotation marks, who looks like the dog-faced boy, or is it that they look kind of in between where you can't really tell? So upon entry, you thought it was a girl? Who knows? But I gotta agree, she's got a frump look to her, which if she can pull it off, she can pull it off. But since Kryptonians are supposedly this ideal specimen type peoples, wouldn't you want somebody who's a little more that kind of realm? Even the one from Flashpoint, why not have her back? Or have somebody else, some other gal, the singer that might have been Satana, I don't know what's James Gunn doing. Is he wanting to fail? Kind of seems like it is. And the actress seems to have no energy for the character and just seems kind of like, meh. I don't want to go see the film. And especially after her Zellweger comments like, hey, broad, I wasn't shaming you for nothing. I didn't care. I thought you looked a little, maybe had a touch of the downs. I don't know. But I'm just not interested in watching the movie. And comments like this perpetuate that and solidify the idea that well, if they don't think I'm good enough to look upon their body or them as an actor or as an avatar for the character, why would I want to go pay money to be disrespected? I guess there's a mentality like that a movie is like a strip bar. But I don't go to those either. So, picking on men like that. So, I don't see it being good. I was pulling for James Gunn to do something because he's from Trauma and it seemed like he got shafted at Marvel, and maybe this is more chicanery, more backhanded, more backstabbing from his supposed co-workers. I don't know, but it doesn't look good. I never liked DC. I always was Marvel when I was a kid. Marvel Comics, da-da-da-da. The only reason I actually got into the DC stuff was because Batman the Animated Series, and then the Superman show, and then Justice League, and so on and so on. And even Batman Beyond. So that's where my, main introduction to DC came in, because only other things than that were The Dark Knight Returns, which I got as a collected edition, and hardbound edition of Watchmen. So, yeah, it's a shame, but, I just don't like being talked to like that. Either shut your mouth or don't be the character. Pretty simple, if you ask me, but what the hell do I know about anything? Well, those are my thoughts. Now you get to tell me what you think. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Bye-bye.